Thank you, team. Now we have the next team, guided by architect Rajasekharan, architect Idam Matthew, architect CP, and students Surana, Aditya, Rajeshri, Harisandeep, Rahul, and others.
Hello everyone. Thank you very much CET and this wonderful batch which is going out from the school. Thank you for this opportunity. I think it was a really nice experience. I don't think I need this. It was a really nice experience in going through the drill of the old studio. So it was nice, a lot of energy around in the space and around 50-60 guys working together late into the night as well. So it was really nice. Like Krishnan said, it's looking disturbingly similar. So I thought I'd cut the rut and get straight into the job. I just wanted to say a couple of few things about probably how we are doing almost the same things that all the past three teams you've seen. And I just wanted to bring in some couple of additional points which I thought would be of interest for a discussion, for an academic discussion in general. So essentially what this building tries to do, and what the building is not trying to do also, is that being a modern building, it is a highly neutral sign. As we all know, the domino on which the modernist edifice is situated is actually a very neutral sign. So what it means by a neutral sign is that it just gives into just about any function as and when the need arises. So that's a great thing about the building that we found. That is probably the most important thing that we found about it. So it's not really doing the kind of things that probably it was supposed to do at one point of time, and possibly not going to be doing the same thing in the years to come, as long as the building is going to live. So we've also taken some steps to protect the building, and through which you can sort of get a new additional hovering layer on top. So also protects the building and gives into an additional use. We are trying to re-densify it like the other teams have also done. What we have done in the process is to very vigorously try to pedestrianize the site. So there are multiple connections, especially from the western side of the site, which is a largely residential part adjoining the site, and there is the Vikas Bhavan and the whatnots, and a lot of vigorous pedestrian activity, which you look at the magnets which are around the site and try to get people to bombard the neutrality of the sign and kill it in a way. So give vent to newer meanings to evolve and newer functions to come up. We have also tried to take a bolder step of adding a new block, which we thought of giving a newer shape to it, a newer form to it, a function that is in vogue today, a lot of co-working spaces or a sort of an incubation center, if you will. But that kind of comes onto the front deck. So these are 2 or 3 strategies that we have tried to utilize, and the rest I'll leave it to a wonderful team that I've been working with. My special thanks to my architects, Lijo and Vinod, and the team. You all have been awesome. So over to you guys.
Good morning all. So talking about the location first. So as we all know, the Studio Unit Center is situated in a place where it is surrounded by architecturally and politically important structures all around. So we were observing the 3 points we were observing were what were the functions, the intended function and the function which is happening now. This is how the building is situated. We all know the big walls is one of the prominent features of the site while
present function is actually really pathetic, but the intended function was very lively, as in it was a center which was designed for the students, for the enrichment of students, as in to explore their thoughts and to explore their capabilities other than the academics. And the other things we were looking upon was the changes that happened. The changes that happened over time, architecturally. So we can find that the western portion of the site, that is, this portion of the site was an addition, and we have a jolly added in the ground floor. So these were the major additions that were found, and still additions are going on. So that was one of our concerns. And the other observation was the user group, the immediate user groups around the site. So while considering the user groups, we focus on the pedestrians. We have a bus station near it. So this is the bus stop. So we were considering the pedestrians. So these were the observations that led. So we can see the bus stop and the features of the modernist building, that is the price only that exists, and the pathway around it. So this is the market adjacent to the site. So, and this is the Vikas Bhavan, which is adjacent to our site, the building. So this is the existing site condition, which is situated in various levels. First, we have the entrance here, and we have a sloping ground here. And this is the existing building. This is a recent addition that we found. This is functioning as a hall. These are the rooms. And here we have a adult continuing education center at a higher level. This is a section which shows the level difference that is actually there from the road and the building. And now the function of the building, there's a hall over here which is used, it's a multi-purpose hall, which is actually, wedding ceremonies are taking place over there. So talking about our interventions, first we were admiring the building as a modernist building, and we were looking at how this building responds to the site. So we were concerned about this portion of the site where it's pathetic, as in there's a level difference, there's a continuing education center, and it doesn't really respond to the site. So while considering the pedestrians over here, we connected this part to the market so that there's an easy access for the pedestrians. And the other interventions were these rice only, which is one of the prominent features of this building and which makes this building prominent, was accentuated by landscaping this area of the site. And there were multiple entries to the site, one from here near the bus stop, the other the main existing entrance, and the other from this portion of the site. We were restricting the vehicular movement only towards this portion of the site, and the other portion of the site was left for the pedestrians. And so the question which led us to this decision was, what is public? So it was that question that helped in the zoning. And so as told, a new dock was added that was situated here without disturbing the terrain of the site. And as I am told that we have connected this bus stop to the market. So while doing that, this adult educational center will be disturbed. So we relocated those functions to the inside of the building, and it now it will be functioning as a cafe. So this is the aerial view. So this is our new building, and this is how we treated the existing structure. That is, we took away the existing hall which is there and added the library at the mezzanine level, which connected to the new building. And the new building, the lower level will be used entirely for the public, with seating spaces and all. And the hall, the existing hall, which now purpose as a multi-purpose hall, will exist as it is now, with various multi-purpose, multi-activities taking place over there. The courtyard is enriched by adding, by landscaping and adding seating spaces as in pavements.
So coming to the ground floor plan, so as she said, we have a series of steps down here, and to enter into the cafe, we have a few steps here, and basically we wanted to, like as ma'am said, let the building breathe. So we created, we opened up the whole space, and we created a central aisle, like a full corridor, like running through the building. And these spaces we have converted. Here is the public toilet, and this is the toilet that can be used for the people inside the building. And in these spaces we have created corridors, more like a veranda. And inside these are spaces for street vendors, shopkeepers, and the usual people that surround the area. We created a space for them, and also for the people who are street vending here also. For them also we created a space so that they have more interaction with the public. Here we come to the central courtyard, and inside this we opened up the whole area. We removed all the walls. We just put the jali there in the ground floor. So that space is a long corridor that we made into a gallery, and we moved forward. And this is the new building. So we made a building for a space to have more functions, and there we will have space for startups, all the student activities, whatever they want to do. And here we have, we have the parking space. So we created the space just for the pedestrians. And here we have levels leading downwards. And this whole building is just transparent. We have pillars, and there is no actual walls there. So we just created a reinterpretation of the jali there. And this is the first floor plan. And this is the second floor plan. We created a second floor just because the terrace was just flat, and we wanted more space for recreation and to make the space more lively. This is the section of our new proposed building. And this is the whole section of the place. So this is the new block and the existing block and the repurposed block. And this is a 3D image of this is red is what we have put in there, and the white is what was already there. Thank you.
Thank you very much.